NapkinNate is a YouTuber that you would consider a dead channel. It has been 3 years since he last uploaded a video, and all of his social media accounts have gotten inactive. By the last 3 years, however, information and rumors started appearing that would test their reputation and brand as possibly two disgraceful human beings. Let's start off with one of the frontmen of the channel, the main man himself. NapkinNate stopped making videos in the middle of 2020 for no clear reason. The only silver lining defined reason was that when he moved houses and was starting to live a new life, he decided to focus on himself and things outside of YouTube.
That's because I'm in the process of moving houses right now, and that's what's taking a while. But once I've done that, upload should be back to normal.
My guess is that Nate wasn't really having fun making YouTube videos anymore and decided to live a new life without YouTube, which if you watch this video further, you would understand why. By the same time period, he was working on a Roblox user-generated content accessory for avatars together with Discord user Dom and others. Nate would however start ghosting his collaborators until he elaborated on Twitter that he cancelled the project and has compensated the people working with him on the UGC. It wouldn't be until a year later where his name was in the air again. This time, censored court documents were leaked that on September 14, 2021, NapkinNate got arrested for a couple of days for domestic violence until the victim eventually dropped the charges. For privacy respect out of the leaker, the information regarding NapkinNate's personal background as well as the nature of the domestic violence case weren't revealed to the public, which unfortunately led to many rumors regarding the leaks, with an allegation that NapkinNate domestically abused his girlfriend, popularized by 94site, of all people, making a video covering the allegations. There is also a rumor that Nate was defending himself against his alcoholic and drunk mother that soon forgave him and dropped the case, but those two rumors have little to no evidence of occurring, much less proof that Nate even had a girlfriend. But due to Natty's video, the rumor of Nate abusing his girlfriend has become quite a notion regarding NapkinNate's disappearance. An old friend and person that lived nearby NapkinNate would claim that Nate suffered from paranoia with him feeling like he's being watched. So if the claim is true, you can add that to the reasons on why he stopped doing YouTube. Gooby is the second man in the channel, but in the more recent videos, he stopped appearing altogether. This is due to NapkinNate and Gooby kind of having a falling out. Again, there's no clear reason on why they started falling out. Some rumors say that it is because Gooby is gay and having an open relationship with 94site, of all people, and Nate being quite uncomfortable with it, which led to Gooby making false accusations and having a smear campaign to hurt NapkinNate's career. The last part wasn't really a rumor, and I don't know why, but Gooby decided to falsely accuse Nate of stalking and abusing him when he literally contradicts himself by stating that they have never met in real life.
The accusation of me having a spy cam in Nate's house is totally false, because I've never even met him in real life before.
And all of the other stuff about Gooby would be fucked up all because in his Discord server. That God forbid place.
Yo, come and join the Discord server now, and please help keep it alive. You can be toxic here.
Completely untrue. They will literally just take things out of context. Also, they fold us up.
I don't care. You can be a weeb. You can't be a furry. That's about it.
In his YouTube channel, his description reads like this. People blame me for NapkinNate quitting YouTube and think that they have a sense of justice in terms of these false allegations towards me. They take everything I say out of context and there can be proof provided if needed for each thing taken out of context. They have been out to get me for many years and just because NapkinNate quit YouTube. I can admit I was edgy, but these allegations about me are completely untrue. They will literally just take things out of context. Also, they Photoshop. To say that Gooby is trying to deter his drama by steering the attention towards Nate is an understatement. On Discord server, which in there he would actively support and encourage toxic behaviors like doxing.
Also, the doxing screenshot that you saw is literally taken out of context and was a troll to a completely different person. We used to troll very hardcore in the server before.
Raiding other servers, including his own friend's Discord server. In those Discord servers, Gooby would try and use some spaz to get some risk. Called lying. He frequently lies about his age, saying that he is 22 when he's in his fucking 30s. And Gooby would frequently say the N-word. You know, a lot of degenerative and edgy shit like he's stuck in 2016 4th gen or something. And yeah, pedophilia. Tons and tons of pedophilia. Him grooming minors too. Fucking degenerate, man. Honestly, I don't want to waste my breath and effort into talking about a low-living and idiotic person that has made countless of dumb moves that is practically just a wasted person. Like, honestly, he's in his 30, doing absolutely nothing in his life but to be a spiteful and ignorant person in a platform surrounded by brain-dead children and yes men, and he feels some sort of god-level power in it and bursts his ego out of it. Like, honestly, I should be mad, but honestly, I'm just really depressed. Like, what kind of, like, shit just changed his life to be such a degenerate? Now, I would be interested in doing some kind of analysis or an in-depth look into the psyche or the mentality of these frontmen, but there are already countless videos and YouTubers going through it, so I highly recommend checking those videos out. Without them, you wouldn't know about this too. It's just kind of a good thing if you think about it, but like, you know, it's fun to know. Now, the one thing that actually scares me is that I was actually a fan of this too, thinking that I just, you know, with their content. No, it's funny and stuff. I have watched their content way back in elementary. I was barely double digits, and I was into a YouTuber that would be into me. And that's what I want to encapsulate in this video, because most of my videos are straightforward. Some guy did something stupid or is bad, haha, L, get a life, next. But to make it sound depressing, I get nostalgic when I watch these motherfuckers have fun and live life. Because it's their whole appeal. People are just having fun. So to love these guys, especially Gooby, since he was generally a funny guy, and then turn around and see them dox or harass people, it's just mind-boggling. Like, honestly, there is a chance where I would be a victim of his degeneracy and would probably scar me for the rest of my fucking life, expose me to dangerous stuff and whatnot. Glad I wasn't too interested in them personally to the point where I joined their communities. I was just watching their content, but man, it kind of rubbed me off the wrong way. Thankfully, I strayed away from the content as I started being more interested in other stuff. Fortnite. But yeah, it is insane how there is a world where I became a victim of something such heinous. It's okay to think that most people would do this cancellation of people just because it's convenient or they just wanna be some sort of social warrior. But personally, I want to make these videos purely to make fun of them, but also give people warnings or cautions that the people they are watching behind the screens could potentially be a bad person that could harm you. So it's important to be more cautious when it comes to diving into one's personal bubble. And I fall into this kind of cautionary. I mean, who knows, somewhere down the line, you decided to be a community member of my shit and I turned out to be some kind of groomer and you are my victim. It's important to have a sliver of doubt in your head when it comes to joining any form of groups or large body of people. Because not to be a paranoid person or anything, but anything could happen to you or to other people. So don't live by fear, but put some sort of the floor is wet sign on it. A sort of flight or fight instinct when it comes to it. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that any kid that loves their favorite YouTuber, there will always be a chance where their favorite YouTuber exposes them to content that they should not be witnessing. We can't really fix or do anything about that. We can't really just delete YouTube entirely or the internet. It's gonna happen nonetheless. There's always gonna be a victim out there. So the best thing to do right now is just warn them, make them more caution about random people on the internet. Even if they know them about their, I don't know, age, their birth date, what they like, what their favorite kind of videos to make. Even if they are famous, like they seem trustworthy and they have like millions of followers, it doesn't mean that they will not be into weird shit and could potentially harm you. So just be more cautionary when it comes to people online or just in general being online.